Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take a look at a modern wellness brand, OP6CBD, and deconstruct the story they tell, using only the text from their own website. Let's peel back the layers and see how their marketing works.
Okay, so right off the bat, the brand makes a really direct promise. This isn't some vague feel-better message, No, it's a targeted solution for a very specific kind of person, someone with an active lifestyle who's looking for natural relief. That one single phrase right there on the homepage sets the entire stage.
So this first layer of their message, it's all about answering that most basic question any of us have when we land on a new site.
Which, of course, is, what is this stuff? A brand's ability to answer that question clearly and quickly is absolutely crucial. So let's see how OP6CBD frames their answer.
Notice they don't just call it CBD oil. They immediately position it as a tool. It's from a company called Hemp for Life Wellness, and its whole purpose is to help you achieve your wellness goals. It's a subtle shift for sure, but a really important one. It's not just a product. It's being sold as a solution for your lifestyle.
All right, so the brand has told us what the product is, but now we get to the why. And this is where a brand really builds its identity. OP6CBD frames its purpose around this really powerful two-part mission. And here it is. You can see their whole dual philosophy in action. On one hand, it's about healing you, the person, specifically targeting what they call the embattled endocannabinoid system. But on the other hand, it's about healing the entire planet, using hemp itself. This strategy, it connects your personal health choice to a much, much bigger, almost philosophical cause.
Now, they just dropped a pretty scientific-sounding term on us, the endocannabinoid system. So what is that? Well, in short, it's a super complex cell signaling network that we all have in our bodies. By using this kind of specific language, the brand is borrowing a bit of scientific authority, right? It suggests their product works on this deep biological level.
And this one sentence, it really just ties it all together. It links the personal and the planetary, the scientific and the aspirational. It's a hugely ambitious mission statement, and it's designed to give the product this really profound sense of purpose.
But how do you ground such a huge mission? How do you make it feel real? Well, you focus on the founder. By mentioning their lifelong background in horticulture, they create this direct line from the farm to the final product. It adds this really valuable layer of hands-on expertise and ultimately trust.
Okay, so they've established the what and the why. The next logical step for any brand is to build trust. And OP6CBD does this by linking themselves to a very specific, very high-performance group of people.
I mean, this is a classic move from the marketing playbook, right? It's called social proof. By partnering up with retired NFL players, the unspoken message is incredibly powerful. If this stuff is good enough for them and their bodies, then it's definitely good enough for anyone else with an active lifestyle. It's a total shortcut to building authority.
So we've got the product, the mission, and the pro athletes, but the brand also focuses heavily on its customer relationship. The message here isn't just, hey, buy our stuff. It's, let us be your partner on this wellness journey.
And they even lay out their support as this simple three-step process. It starts with your goals. Then they offer personalized guidance. And then they encourage you to stay in touch. This is all designed to make the company feel like a supportive hands-on partner, not just some faceless store you buy from online.
The key word here is dedicated. That is such a powerful choice. It reinforces this idea that their commitment is to your personal outcome, not just making a one-time sale. That promise is a huge part of what they're selling.
Okay, so after laying out the product, the mission, the proof, and the support, there's really only one thing left to do, and that's the call to action. What does the brand actually want you to do next?
They offer a few different ways in. You can reach out with questions, subscribe to a newsletter, or even sign up for related content like healthy eating tips. Each one of these options has the exact same goal, to turn you from a passive visitor into an active member of their community.
So when you look at it all together, OP6BD's narrative is a real journey. It moves you from a simple product to this grand mission, and finally to a trusted partnership. And this all leads to a bigger question for all of us, doesn't it? In a world that is just crowded with wellness options, how much does a brand's story, its mission, its identity, How much does that really influence the choices we make for our own health? It's something to think about.